Hello, Katherine Thomas fourth graders. How we doing? My name is Miss Myers, and today I'm going to be going over your questions that you gave me in Lesson 2 in your Nearpod. I wanted to tell you all that I am just so proud of all of your responses to the movie and all of your comments. I read all of the questions. You guys did an awesome job. We have 6 questions in total, so let's start with the first question. Is there any other kind of abuse or anything else I should know about? That's a great question. So the 3 kinds of abuse that we went over are physical abuse, sexual abuse, and neglect. Okay, there's one other abuse that we don't talk about as much, and that's called emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is pretty hard to understand, and it's actually a reason why we don't really talk about it in the first place. Okay, so emotional abuse is when someone gives harsh discipline and in excess, so a lot of discipline, and that ends up hurting the child's emotional state or their emotional well-being. All of these different kinds of abuse hurt our bodies in different ways. There's also another type of abuse, and that is when an adult is abused. That could be called physical assault, physical violence, or sometimes elder abuse. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. But normally the adult would do exactly the same things I am teaching you about what happens if someone abuses us. Okay, so the first step in our safety action plan is to say no. The second step is to get away and then tell an adult. So normally another adult would tell either 911, they would call the police, or they would call a helpline and they would report the person that abused them. That is a really common question and a really good one. All right, let's go to our second question. What if you have no one to trust? Okay, I really hope that everybody at school at least has one adult that they trust a lot and that they can go to for anything. Okay, so if you feel like you don't trust anyone, I want you to just kind of run through different adults in your head that you are with often and that you feel comfortable around. Okay, if you feel comfortable around them, normally that means you do trust them and that you would be comfortable talking to them about something. If there is no one, a lot of times what we can do if we feel like we have no one we can tell is we can actually use the helpline and call the helpline. Those people are there to always believe you and to always help you, because that is their job, is to help you if you are in a situation that you are uncomfortable or unsafe. It's their job to trust you. So that could be somebody that you can trust and make sure that they are getting you help. All right, our third question is, how many kids are sexually abused in a year? That's a really good question. So I don't know if you've learned about statistics yet, but you will one day. And there isn't a specific number because a lot of times people are too afraid to report the abuse. Okay, so that's why we are talking about what to do if this happens to us. Okay, so there is a lot of people that have been sexually abused in the past year. So I want you to make sure you remember, this is why we are talking about what to do if something happens to us that makes us feel uncomfortable, or what to do if someone abuses us. Our next question is getting left to go with another guardian getting neglected? That would technically not be getting neglected. You're still with a guardian. You are still with someone, a safe adult, a trusted adult, and that would not be considered abuse. Our last question is the hardest question to answer, but it's the most common question, and that is, why do people abuse children? Okay, so a lot of times the people that do this do not understand our body safety rights. They need to learn our body safety rights, or they might think that what they're doing is okay. And I want you to remember, it is never okay to hurt someone. Sometimes people in this world are treated unfairly, and sometimes they break the rules, and that is not okay. But remember, there are lots of people around you that want to keep you safe and are actually a great community of people, such as your school and people maybe in your neighborhood, maybe your family members. They all want to keep you safe, so don't forget about those people. My purpose of teaching you about body safety isn't to scare you. It's to let you guys know about what to do if this were to happen to you, so that you're prepared and that you know exactly how to keep yourselves safe and also help your friends and keep them safe as well. Remember, people that got abused or have been abused, it is not their fault. They did nothing wrong. The person that hurt them and abused them, it's their fault. They didn't know the body safety rules and they broke them. I just want to say thank you so much for all of your questions. I really, really appreciate the fact that you guys are taking this so seriously and that it's really, really important information that you should know. So remember to always follow the body safety rules and to always teach others about the body safety rules so that you can stay safe. You are all doing awesome and have a great rest of your day.